Hello and welcome to Monner's Market, and welcome to my super easy farmhouse DIYs video that I am going to do using some Temu items in my third Temu haul. Now, if you are living under a rock somewhere and you've never heard of Temu, let me tell you a little bit about them. They are an online company that has affordable prices on high quality items, that has amazing coupons, and right now they're having a site-wide sale that's offering up to 90% off on some of their items. Temu always offers free shipping and free returns for up to 90 days. And they also have some buy now, pay later programs like Klarna and afterpay. Let me get into my third DIY haul and show you some of the things that I bought. I have done 3 hauls now, and I have not been disappointed with anything that I have gotten. So let me show you a few things that I am going to be using for this haul, and actually some things that I got that I won't be using for this haul that I just love. This first thing is a wood grain tool. Now, I've seen people use them before, but I've never had one, so I was curious, and I'm going to show you how to do that in just a few minutes. Now, for my second item, I told you last week, their florals are 5-star, and I kid you not, it is exactly the quality that you would get at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or somewhere like that at about a third of the price that you would pay at those other places. Look how full this runner is. It's 2 different swags, intertwined together, and oh my heavens, it is beautiful. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you, actually I got 2 of those in this haul. I got 2 of them in another haul. Now look at these cute little brackets. They are so adorable. I'm going to use them on something else in just a few minutes and show you what you can do with those. And they're just little ornamental sort of pieces that you can doll something up with, and that's exactly what I did with those. Now, these are little drill bits that you can put on the end of your drill to actually bore a hole into something, and it goes from itty bitty tiny to big humongous 2-inch holes, and you literally put it on the end of your drill and drill away, and you've got holes in whatever you need holes in. Very, very, very easy to use, and believe it or not, it works like a dream. I forgot to turn my camera on and record because I was so excited about using it whenever I got them, but it really did work really good. Now look at these latches, y'all. Look at this ornamental latch that you can use. It has both pieces to the latch. And look at that price. Is that not absolutely ridiculous? It comes with 4 in a pack, and they are so beautiful. And actually, if you don't like this color, they come in different colors, or you can paint them. You can paint them whatever color you want. You can put it on a little decorative box or whatever you want to use it on. Now let's see what's the next thing I'm going to pull out, y'all. I'm so excited about this. I wish I had time to show you every teeny tiny thing that I got because it's all just amazing. Now these are some little tiny handles. You know those little wood boxes that you can get at Dollar Tree? I've put some handles on them before, and they were just too big, and I've never been able to find any small enough to really make it work, and those are going to be perfect. I actually bought 2 packs of those. Look at these transfers. Now these are the chalk transfers that you can use just like the other chalk company. And now these right here, honey, let me tell you something. I bought 2 packs. This is one, and there's another set that I don't know if I show you or not, but it's actually the other set that I used in my video. But I bought 2 because I lose things so bad. But I'll show you what to do with those. And now this, I bought so many tiny little ornamental things. Look at that. That's little feet, corner feet for a box or something that you want to make and just really doll it up and dress it up. And again, if you don't like that color, you can get it in different colors, or you can paint it to match, whatever color that you have. Now, this is like Christmas, like opening a box. It's like, oh my God, I forgot what I ordered. So let's see what is next. Oh my goodness, y'all, look at this. They have the most gorgeous lace doilies and lace tablecloths. And look at that one. It is so elegant. This made me think of Annie over at Indiana Jones. I bought several of these, and they come with, you know, like different colors and different little designs on them, and they are gorgeous. Now, these are 6x6 wooden little pieces of wood. I forgot what they're called, plaques. And look at that price, y'all. And these things are really high quality. And look at this. This is a little paper pack, and it has the most adorable, very springy and summer looking patterns. And I'm going to be using them in just a few minutes to show you something. Now, this is one of my favorite finds from Temu. Look at that price. Are you kidding me? It is a jewelry tower. It spins, and y'all, when it spins, it is so smooth. I thought, you know, it would be like rickety because it was so cheap, and whenever you spin it, you'd be like knocking half your jewelry off. No. I guess it has like these little ball bearings or something in it. I don't know, but it was so smooth when it spins. And now I didn't put like a ton of my jewelry on it, but I did put a few earrings on it for you to see how big it is. It's over, I think it's like 13 or 14 inches tall, and probably about, I don't know, 5 or 6 inches, you know, each side. Look at that. It holds hundreds and hundreds of pairs of earrings, and you can even put your necklaces on there. And I love the fact that each earring has its own little hole that you can sort of put your little hook in and hang them up. That was one of my absolute favorite finds that I've ever found at Temu. Look at that. And like I said, it spins, and it spins so smooth, but I couldn't wait to show you that. Anyway, let's get into DIY number one. I made this little tier tray using those bits that I showed you from Temu. Now, I don't know about you, but I like to put everything together, so that's kind of why all of this is together. Now, I'm going to show you something silly. You see that plate? I'm going to show you with this tape how to find the middle of your plate. You just put a cross on your plate, and right in the middle of that cross is where you are going to find your center hole. But if you look at these plates, they have like these rings that it gets smaller and smaller and smaller till you get right down to the middle. If I would have paid attention, I would have just seen the little ring in the plate and known that that was the middle of my plate. Y'all, sometimes I have to laugh at my foolish self. Anyway, these are little, now this is not the one that I decided to use, but it's little tier tray hardware. But these bits right here, like I said, I bought 2 pair, are so easy to use. It literally screws onto the end of your drill, and then you go to work. Now, I just took a little piece of wood and I taped it to the bottom of my plate because I didn't want to drill into my table, and you're going to have to go through the plate, so I just thought that would be an easy way to like raise it up into the air. But you put the drill on and you literally just start drilling. Now, the tape also keeps your plate from breaking, but I couldn't get it through, like I just wasn't pushing hard enough. So what I ended up doing was taking a spritzer bottle of water and spritzing a little bit right there in the middle, and then just, which I didn't show all of that, and then just drilled. And it took about, I started too big. I started using the bigger bit, and then I just went down to the smaller one, and that's what done it. Don't start with the biggest one, start with the smallest one. And I don't know why I didn't think of that, because it's the same way if you're boring a hole, you want to make a little pilot hole first. Anyway, once I got down to the smaller one, it went right through that plate, and there was no cracks, no chips. It did not, like damage the plate in any way. It just went right through and made the holes that I needed to make this gorgeous 2-tiered tray from plates that you can get at that store down the road with the green little tree on it. Yeah, that store. So literally for less than $5, you have a beautiful, gorgeous tier tray. Now watch what I'm doing here. These little pieces right here are, what do you call those things? I guess they're called seals. I know there's a proper word for them, but I can't remember like exactly what they're called. Anyway, you just put the hardware on it and tighten it down, and there you go. You literally use these little drill bits that you can get from Temu and 2 plates and the little hardware, and is that not just beautiful for literally less than $5? And you could sell this, I guarantee you, in any little like boutique or whatever for $40, and somebody would buy it. And it is so easy to make. It took about 5 minutes to make, and I think it turned out absolutely stunning. Is that not beautiful? And those little drill bits were so easy to use. Now let's get into DIY number 2. Let me show you this little tray that I made, y'all. I'm going to show you how to use this wood graining tool. It was so much easier than I thought it was going to be. I guess in my head I made it harder than it really was. I don't know what I thought. I mean, look at it. It can't be too hard. There's not even any moving parts to it. So anyway, I took one of these little signs here that you can get down at your local store, and I removed the little wreath off of it, sanded it down, and got it ready to paint. And then I wasn't sure like what color I wanted to paint it, but I knew I wanted it like a darker color. So once I got all of my stuff removed and got all of those pesky little staples out, removed my little sticker, then I went to painting. And the first coat I'm going to give it is going to be with the white Waverly chalk paint, just to give it like a base coat. So once I get this white Waverly chalk paint painted on there, I almost did just like the top side, but I wanted to see how the tool worked more than once, you know what I mean? So I wanted to do the top and the bottom. And I'm glad it did, because I got 2 completely different looks from the same little tool. So anyway, I painted the top and the bottom of this little sign white. Once I got that painted and I let it dry really, really good, because I didn't want my paints mixing, then I went in with the antique wax. In my mind, I was going to do truffle, and I don't know why. I don't know. You know, I just get so brain dead sometimes. And like, you've seen me talk. You've heard me talk 1,000 times, and I'll be talking about one subject and get a thought in my head and literally not even finish that sentence and go to something else. Now watch this. While my paint was wet, you want to take this little thing, you want to put it in on the edge, and as you drag it, you sort of want to roll it. Like, watch. See how I'm rolling it? Look at that. Is that not perfect wood grain, y'all? I wish I would have sanded a little bit more right there on that circle, but I'm going to use that for the bottom, so it's no big deal. But look at that wood grain. It worked perfectly. So now I'm going to do the other side, because of course I can't use that the one that we did first because of that ring, and I just am too lazy to go back through and sand everything down and start all over. Ain't nobody got time for that. So anyway, I did not like the way this turned out the first time, so you know what I did? I threw another coat of paint on it, and I did it again. And you know what? If you don't like it like that, then do it again. Now, I will tell you that the cleanup on this was super easy. I took it to the sink and I literally rinsed it out. Now, these are just some little legs that I got from a different company, and I'm just going to paint them white. And as long as that little sign is, I wanted to use 6 of those little pegs just to make it really sturdy and not, you know, like if you set something a little bit heavier in the middle, I didn't want it to bow. So I went ahead and used 6 of these little legs. Now I'm only going to paint them white because I'm going to show you that little hardware that we were talking about earlier. I'm going to use some of them on it, and I want to paint them white. So I just kind of wanted the contrast to be there. You'll see I'm getting way ahead of myself. You'll see what I'm talking about here in just a minute, as soon as I get through painting these legs. And why I'm showing you me painting 6 legs, I have no idea. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start gluing these little legs on. Now, like I said, I used 6 so that I can firm up that middle so that it would have something to stabilize it if I wanted to put something a little bit heavier on it. And once I got those little legs put on, and you know, because you're using that hot wood glue, it dries immediately. And look at the wood grain, y'all. I love the way it turned out. Now, here's those little things that I showed you when I was going through my haul. They're just little ornamental things. Now, they do come with 4 little nails each, or, you know, whatever, those little tacks or whatever. But I just didn't even bother to use those because I'm just going to glue them on. But I painted them white. And once I painted them white and got them glued down, I took a little sanding block and just sanded them down to bring out that beautiful ornamental detail. And I want you to look at how pretty it turns out just by sanding it down a little bit. Look at that. Look at the detail, y'all. You know, I'm all about rustic and farmhouse, and just that little bit of sanding was perfect. And look at how pretty that little table turned out. Isn't that gorgeous? And I don't even have $3 in that whole table, y'all. Isn't it cute? I love it. And look at that pretty wood grain. That tool works perfectly. And like I said, you just literally put it under some running water and it rinsed right off. I didn't have to scrub it or touch it or nothing. It literally just came off. Look at that ornamental piece. Oh my heavens, it's so beautiful. Now, I just want to show you this greenery, y'all. I wasn't even going to talk about the greenery, but I had it, like, I've been using it since I bought it, and I thought, you know what, let me just showcase this little thing while I've got the camera on it. Is that not gorgeous? I love it. It is so beautiful and so full, and for the price, you cannot beat it. So pretty. Isn't that gorgeous, y'all? Now, let's get into DIY number 3. I'm going to make these adorable little coasters from 2 of these items that I got from Temu. These are those little square plaques that I got, and look at the price. Are you kidding me? For all of those plaques. And look at this. Isn't that adorable? That all of these little patterns on here coordinate together. So I'm going to take some Mod Podge, and I'm just going to Mod Podge down, you know, a different pattern on top of each one. And then once I get finished, you know, like Mod Podging it down, I'm going to give it a really heavy coat of Mod Podge it to seal it in. So when you set something on it, it doesn't ruin your paint job or whatever. I mean, not your paint job, but your pretty little designs, because you've just, it's, you know, you've got it covered up and sort of basically sealed. So all I did is once it dried, I took my little sanding block and I sanded all around the edges, giving it a really clean, smooth edge. And these papers that I picked just went so pretty together. I've got 2 that are like a polka dot. One's a pink polka dot. One's sort of grayish blue. What do they call that? A steel gray? I don't know. Real pretty grayish blue. You'll see it in a minute. Polka dot color. And then just a little floral design on the other 2 that match so perfectly. And when these are done, I have gotten so many compliments on these coasters, and they're big enough to hold like a bigger cup. Now, you could do several things. You could put 4 little legs on the corners of these and make you 4 little risers. I mean, you know, the sky's the limit on what you can do. You could put a couple of little handles on the top of them, make you some trays. There's plenty of things that you can do. And those little handles, you know what? That's what I should have done with one of them. I should have used a couple of those cute little handles that I got in my haul. Oh, you know what? I might just have me I'm going to have to go back and do that. and probably post it on my Instagram, because that's going to look cute to put some little feet on the bottom and then those little handles on the top. But look at how pretty these turned out. This took, again, about 5 minutes to do. And look at those coordinating patterns, y'all. Is that not just stunning? Look at that. Oh, I love it. I think those are what, magnolias right there. But look at how beautifully all of those colors are when they come together. I love it. Love, 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 love it. Now let's get into my final reveal and show you all of my beautiful things that I got with my Temu haul today. I am so in love with everything. And look at those coasters, y'all. Are they not just precious? Ugh, I love them. And like I said, I've gotten so many compliments on them in that table. Come on. You don't get any more rustic than that right there. And those little ornamental pieces that are on there are what top that little table off. That greenery is just stunning, and it enhances and highlights my decor so beautifully. And look at the way it just hangs. I love greenery. I've always told my girls that you throw a piece of greenery in something and it's just going to bring it right to life. Look at this tier tray, y'all. I'm curious to know, what was your favorite DIY today? Because they all took less than literally 10 or 15 minutes to make. They were so easy with the items that I used from my Temu haul. So I have got so many other things to show you from Temu, but not in this particular video because this one's over for now. But I will have another video next Tuesday. It is not a Temu haul, but I'm sure I'll have other Temu videos coming up soon. We will get away from Temu for a little bit, but y'all go take advantage of those site-wide sales up to 90% off. Again, free shipping, free returns for up to 90 days, and if you use the coupon code right here, you can get 30% off for first-time users. So be sure to take advantage of that 30%. That is going to knock another huge chunk off of your final bill. So anyway, if you are here for the first time, my name is Brenda, but my sweet grandbabies call me Monner. I like to do a live chat with every premiere, and I have a group of ladies, hey y'all, that we get together. Sometimes guys join in, and we have just the best time chit-chatting and talking while we're watching the video go live. Join us in the chit-chat from now on, and we would love to welcome you in there. We've had a lot of people joining us lately, and it's been so much fun. Anyway, I will see you every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But for now, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Be blessed. Bye now.